Ta-da! You missed the unboxing, or unbagging I should say, of this delicious new item I got recently in the mail. I got it a couple of days ago and I could not wait. I just jumped in, tore the packaging off, and here it is, this little PM Alma from Louis Vuitton. Welcome to the Bag Hag Digest, bag lovers. It's Trina. I'm more of a bougie on a budget type of gal, so most of the stuff you'll see on this channel is related to items I procure from the second-hand market. So if you're into that kind of thing, do subscribe. I also do a little bit of bag rehab every now and again. So on to my new, or I should say old, no, my new old handbag. So this is the monogram print version of the old version without the feet from Louis Vuitton in vachetta leather or vaquette leather. Now, for those of you who are new to the Alma bag, this bag's design, this iconic, now iconic shape, was originally created in 1934 and was influenced by the Art Deco movement of the times. It was not originally called the Alma, but it is now, and that's pretty much named after Place d'Alma, which is where the Seine meets the end of Avenue Montagnier. But originally it started off as a bag called the, what was it called? The Squire. And then it was changed to Champs-Élysées, or just Champs-Élysées. And eventually those names didn't stick, so it was changed to Place, not Place, but the Alma. It has become one of the most recognizable handbags today. It's widely imitated. You can see the same silhouette in different brands. Most recently, I think Balenciaga has this logo embossed loud model called the Ville. And it, I guess, became famous in most recent times from Jacqueline Kennedy. Well, not exactly recent, but Jacqueline Kennedy liked it, and so did Audrey Hepburn. This bag features bold and very architectural elements, designs. It's very structured. It's got clean lines, simple. It's got a very simple elegance to it. I think it's very stately, very mature, very city elegant looking. But I also think that if you're not my age, a lot younger, you can still rock this bag and carry it off. Carry it anywhere, literally speaking, to work, to your day-to-day chores, to parties, if it's not too big, because there are ones that do look a bit like luggage in larger forms. And yeah, obviously the silhouette is still in high demand today, whether it be Louis Vuitton or another brand, but of course I like the original. I think this handbag is only second in popularity to the Speedy. Ta-da! And now I have both. I know you can't see it from here, but actually the handles are a little bit thinner. Speaking of the Speedy, as you can see from these clips, there are a lot of similarities between the Speedy 30 and the Alma PM. They're about the same size. The Speedy has a bit wider, bigger capacity, I think, overall. The handles are almost the same, and they're both, you know, your satchel type bags. And that's one of the reasons I'm not going to be dyeing this bag black, because then I'd have two bags that look too similar and serve the same purpose. That wouldn't be good. I'm going to try something new. If you can guess what color I am going to dye it, and I am going to dye it because this is looking a bit grotty, I think. And as you may know, I'm not a big fan of vachetta anyway. It's hard to care for and I don't like the color so much. If you can guess what color you think I'm going to dye it, please comment below. Indeed, I do have a fair bit of work on this bag to get it back to its former glory. The brass is really worn down. The lock is stuck here. The handles are filthy. The bottom of the bag has scratches and scuffs around the corners. So I'm not only going to dye it, but I'm going to be polishing it up and probably cleaning the outside too. I'm sure it's got some dirt that I don't see. The inside of the bag is in pretty good condition though. So more on that in a later video. This bag was designed with functionality in mind. There's a really wide opening. It's really sticky here. I'm gonna have to do some work on it. Open this up. Got some tissue paper in here. So on the inside, you can see it's just a big pit, and there is one slip pocket I assume originally designed for a cell phone, but that's going to be way too small by today's standards. But it is there. I'll probably use it for cards. And I'm sure the Speedy insert that I have will work in this too. If not, I don't mind getting another one. The condition of the bag is perfect on the inside. No damage or stains or anything. And it smells pretty good too. Well, not great, but you know what I mean. Not musty or anything. It's about the same capacity, as I say, as the Speedy 30 at the bottom, but it tapers in above. So I probably will use an organizer for this bag. I might even use the same as the Speedy, just take it out and put it in. We'll see. I haven't ventured to see how it compares, so I might need a new organizer. But one thing I do like about this bag is that when it's a giant opening when you set it on the ground. So if you're looking for something and you really can't see what you're looking for, unlike particularly with bags like the Speedy 25, which are notorious for having a small opening and you can't find things easily in this big bottomless pit. This one, you know, you can open it all the way down to the ends and you can see exactly what you have with you. And it's a bit finicky, I think, for some people. And as I showed you, the zippers are sticky. I'm gonna have to wax them down to get them to be smooth opening and closing again. But I like it. I gotta do this thing back up. Oh, it's sticky on this side too. Yep, there's work to do here. Gotta be careful how I store this too. I don't want any of this permanent denting action to go on. I just literally knocked the wind out of this bag. You want to keep it plump to keep its shape. It is a very structured bag. So there are different sizes and different materials in this. It used to come in the GM size, GM meaning Grand Modèle, I assume, but that one's been taken off the market. It might come back, but right now, obviously, these big bags are not in. Instead, these tiny things are in. So there's a nano version of this, and I don't know, that's completely stupid and useless in my opinion. You can't get anything into it. But the three popular sizes right now are the medium, which is not this, it's bigger than this. It's more of a work tote. You can carry more electronic stuff, so maybe a small laptop and documents and things like that. Then there's this, which the PM, I guess is standard large handbag size, deceptively large. It probably holds a lot more than it looks. I'll hold it right next to my head. You can see it's not that huge. And then there's the BB version, which of course bags right now are small, on the smaller side. So that one's trending a lot, but it's a bit too small when you consider that it tapers in. It probably holds a lot less than it looks, unlike this, which holds a lot more than it looks. And I like bags, whoops, just knocked the tripod over. I like bags that can hold a lot more than they appear to hold. That's more practical for me. Nano BB, which I assume is baby bandoulier, PM is petit modèle, MM moyenne modèle, and GM grand modèle, I think. Now I don't know if this is true for all PM bags on the market, but this one did come with hooks on each opposite side of the bag so that you could put a strap to it. This didn't come with a strap, but it could be useful for some people who imagine carrying this as a shoulder bag or even a crossbody bag, although I think it's a bit too big for that. But I don't plan to use it that way because I don't think the Alma is good as a shoulder bag. First of all, the distance between the straps where they would be carried is very narrow, and I don't find that a flattering look for a bag. I think it would be better if the straps are somehow coming from the side, and then you'd have to change the whole aesthetic, so that's no good. Also, it's very wide, so if you're putting this on your side, whether it be crossbody or shoulder, this width is not only unflattering, in my opinion, but also probably gets in the way, I would assume. So I think this is really made for satchel use. And since I'm used to using my Speedy predominantly, well, only as a satchel, because it's not the bandoulier version, and I don't have a problem with it, like I thought I might, interestingly, I'm not bothered about it. It's a satchel bag. I also don't think I'd easily be able to find a strap for this bag to match the color that I plan to dye it. Guess below in the comments. My new old handbag didn't come with the tag, what's it called, the key tag, or a key bell, or whatever you want to call it. I think a lot of the new ones that you get now directly from Louis Vuitton would include that, but I don't really like embellishments on my bag, so that's okay with me. So it just came like this. No dust bag, no accoutrement, just the bag. If you purchase an Alma from Louis Vuitton, you'll probably find that the canvas versions, whether it be this monogram print or the damier print, are gonna have the inside as a cotton canvas type of lining, like probably brown in this case, maybe red in the other one. Probably for the damier it'll be red. But if you get it in like vernis, which is the Louis Vuitton patent leather with monogram, you might find that they're lined with a more luxurious fiber, what's it called, a microfiber lining. Feels a little bit like leather. So I don't know, it depends on the particular version you have. And by the way, this does come in the canvas, traditional like canvas, damier or monogram. It also comes in vernis, and it comes in épi, which is the textured leather from Louis Vuitton, which I really like. Of course, season by season they change. They have different colors and different embellishments, so there's a lot to choose from. Now this is an older model. I think probably sometime after 2000 they upgraded this to include protective places for studs to protect the base, but this one's in pretty good condition. I'm gonna dye it, and I'm not really worried about destroying it because I'm not gonna be that nasty to my bag, I think. I will put the measurements of this particular size in the description box in case you're interested. All right, bag lovers, I'm not going to review this bag in much more detail than that because actually I haven't used it yet, and I do want to dye it. And I'd also be interested in comparing it to my Speedy 30. Oh, this is a bit heavy. I still have tennis elbow. Careful. So, because it's a similar size, I'm curious to know how it compares, and you might be interested in that too. So please wait a wee bit and I'll get back to you with details. That is it for today. Thank you very, very much. I really shouldn't be taking the piss out of foreign accents, but it's so fun. I can't help myself. I like doing it. It gives me pleasure. I'm sure other people take piss out of Canadian accent too. Wait a minute, same as American accent. No, it isn't, eh? Anyway, that's it for today. Bag Hag signing out. Mwah!